Welcome to Netrush Report, the home of long-form, no-fluff tennis deep dives. Here, we go beyond the scorelines, past the headlines, and into the stories that make the sport what it is. If you love tennis analysis, underdog tales, and stories of grit and glory, hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a single update from the courts. Now, let's get right into today's breakdown. Background, career, struggles, context, the match, what happened in US Open 2025 1R, historical significance, fan and media reactions, what's next for them, introduce Zarazua, career background, underdog status. Detailed breakdown of her match versus Madison Keys, set points missed, comeback, mental resilience. Why this is historic. Mexican women in tennis history, cultural significance. Crowd reaction, how she turned boos into cheers. Media response, from journeywoman to headline maker, that what's next? Can she build momentum, or will this be a one-time upset? Story of a rise. Miami Open SF, struggles at French Open and Wimbledon. Entering US Open on a losing streak. Low expectations. Match versus Clara Tauson, how she pulled off the upset. Historical record. First Filipino player to win a Grand Slam main draw match. Significance for tennis in the Philippines. National pride. Comparisons to Pang Nepomuceno and Manny Pacquiao. Social media buzz. Filipino fans celebrating worldwide. What this means for her future. Career. Background. Junior career, Rafa Nadal Academy. Pressure of being Hong Kong's hope. Story of qualifying for US Open main draw for the first time. Match versus Kovacevic. Analysis of how he controlled nerves. Historic angle. First independent Hong Kong man to win a Grand Slam match. National pride. Comparisons with Hong Kong's 1950s Wimbledon winners under colonial rule. Reaction from Asia-Pacific tennis fans. What's next? His style of play and how far he can realistically go. Human story. Debating career versus tennis after university. Qualifying for US Open was already a win. Match versus Kudermetova. Tactical breakdown, 3-set battle. Record. First Indonesian player in 22 years to win a slam match. Emotional reactions from Indonesian fans and media. Symbolism. Her story as one of second chances and belief. Upcoming match versus Emma Raducanu. Potential blockbuster. Background. Breakthrough in 2024. Wimbledon 3 are match versus Katie Volinets at US Open 2025 at record. Third Turkish player in history. To make two are at US Open. Significance. Building on Marcel Ilan and Kagla Bayukake's footsteps. Turkey's slow but steady rise in tennis. How Sonmez is changing perceptions of Turkish athletes. What her win means for her 2025 season trajectory. Asterisk. And there you have it. The 5 names who nobody expected headline the 2025 US Open, but who have already written themselves into tennis history. Renata Zarazua, Alexandra Eala, Coleman Wong, Janice Tjen, and Zeynep Sonmez. 5 underdogs who turned New York into their proving ground. And the best part? Their stories are only just beginning. Maybe one of them will become a future top 10 player. Maybe this will be the peak of their careers. But either way, the fact that they've already broken barriers for their countries and their people is something no one can take away. That's why we watch Grand Slams. Not just for the legends, but for the moments when new ones are born. If you enjoyed this breakdown, drop a like, share this video with a tennis fan, and let me know in the comments. Which of these 5 players do you think will go the farthest at the US Open 2025? This has been Netrush Report, your home for deep dives into the stories that matter in tennis. Until next time, keep watching, keep supporting the underdogs, and remember, in New York, anything can happen. Asterisk.